Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing, love the way you look in the mirror, and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food, it's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from Create Yourself That Today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. How was your weekend? Hopefully fit and healthy, and you conditioned yourself for a healthy week. You did something interesting, something exciting, you got some more rest. Hopefully it was like that, and you're ready to rock and roll and to get after it, whatever it is. Today is Monday, and on Mondays I love to do either something motivational to charge your week for some accomplishment that you are proud of, something motivational, or something that helps you to build habits for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, or maybe the rest of your life. If something works for you and brings into your life more benefits, more aliveness, then you should keep it for life. Whatever it is you practice the most, gonna stay in your life the most. So if you want to be fit, if you want to be healthy, practice fitness and practice health. Today is Monday, and we're talking about a very interesting thing, nudges, and I'm gonna explain it in a little bit. We'll talk about the science of designing your environment so it makes you make better choices. And better choices, meaning the choices that your best self wants to do more often. Nudges. Interesting fact, guys. The thing about us, about human beings and our decision making, our behavioral processes, the thing is our brain always tries to save energy. Our brain is a very hungry organ. It takes approximately 25% of energy of our body, being just 5% by weight, 5% of our body weight. So it's a very hungry organ. Thinking, decision-making takes a lot of energy. So whenever your brain can save that energy by making you make the decisions that are automatic, that do not require much thinking, that are based on your prior experience and do not require modifying your actions or behavior in any way, and hopefully also saving you some physical energy. So whenever your brain can save some energy by lazy thinking and lazy doing, your brain will make sure to do its best to help you to be lazy. That's why it's so hard to not be lazy and actually consciously choose things that are a little bit higher, that require a little bit more energy and but hopefully bring you better results in life. That's why it's so hard. There is nothing faulty or wrong with you if your brain always tries to come up with excuses or things to be lazier or do less. That's just what the brain does. It has one of its function is to save as much energy as possible. And a lot of times it would save us that energy, and especially in older times, it would save our lives. But What that also does is a lot of times when we require a little bit more thinking to make decisions that benefit us long term, a lot of times we would not make those decisions because our brain trying to save energy will make us make different decisions that require less thinking, less doing, but that does not bring the results you want. Like, for example, healthy eating, if you didn't do it for quite some time, if it's not one of your habits, healthy eating, restructuring your meals might require some additional energy. But because your brain tries to save energy all the time, it will feel like it's just a lot of work. And the brain, again, will do its best to make it feel that way so you do not exert more energy, because the benefits of that, better health, more energy in the future, more longevity, more fitness, because the benefits are somewhere further in time. And for your brain, it's harder to... For your brain, the most important thing is your survival, and whether you're going to survive in the future is still questionable. But saving energy now can actually, from perspective of your brain, enhance your chances of survival. So again, just understand that your brain always tries to save energy on decisions, on thinking. And another interesting fact about behaviors, about decision making, and how lazy our brain gets with decisions. It's based on statistics, and a lot of people who do not have in their immediate surrounding, in their prior life experience, any cases of serious heart disease, most of those people think that they have good chances of avoiding heart disease or any heart problems altogether, not based on their genetics or on their lifestyle or their food choices, but just because in their close proximity, they do not have other people having those troubles. And it's kind of like further from your own brain. Your brain is not exposed to that on a regular basis. And just because of that, you will make choices that might be worse for your heart health because you are confident that you are somehow protected from that. Compared to people who have friends or relatives who had heart disease or heart problems, they actually will do much, much more to prevent any kind of possible heart problems just because they have that in their immediate experience, in their immediate proximity among their friends and relatives. Or take myself, for example. I do not smoke. I do not drink at all. Not because I had some personally bad experience, but because my sister, for example, had negative experience with drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. And so because I had that experience in my family, I just do my best to be my healthier self, even though I do not have any higher risk of getting any kind of related diseases or health problems. And that part of my environment conditioned my brain to do more to stay healthier and to be in my best health. So that just shows you how your decisions are really conditioned by your environment and what you experience. So back to nudges and why we're talking about all that and about nudges. So nudges are elements of design that are usually designed on purpose. So elements of design of your environment that help you, without thinking, make better choices, make choices, desirable choices. So choices that you actually want to make as your best self. So for example, when it comes to healthy eating, a nudge, an example of a nudge would be putting a bowl of fruit, vegetable, nuts as a centerpiece on your table. So anytime you think about snacking, you don't go for cookies, but you see that plate of fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds in front of you, right in the center of your table, and your brain automatically goes into thinking about that kind of food, and that reminds you of your healthy eating of your healthy eating goals, and that will make it much more likely for you to choose those kinds of foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, whatever it is you put there. That will prime you, help your brain to make automatic decisions, eating more fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds instead of, candy. If you were to put candy in the center of your table, it's proven that you would go for candy more often. They did those experiments where they would put candy, a usual bowl of candy that you would have in your office. They would put candy either really close to people, something that you can reach just extending your arm. They would put that candy away in a cardboard or on some shelf that is not visible to you and far away from you. So whenever that candy was close, people would eat twice and more candy compared to cases when the candy was away. People knew where it was, but they didn't see it all the time. And so nudges in this case are those elements like a bowl of fruit or a bowl of candy that make your brain make certain decisions. And you want to design nudges so they help you to make decisions that you want to make. So again, if you want to eat more fruits and vegetables instead of candies, then put everywhere where you eat, where you get your food, and just remind yourself as much as possible with different visuals, maybe even smells, about fruit, and your brain will make better decisions just because of that. And you will still have your choice. There is going to be no limit, nothing going to limit your choice, but you're going to make better choices just based on that nudge or on that element of environment that you designed specifically to help yourself make better choices. Another example of nudges, if you were, how you go into the store and you have at the checkout, you have the candy bars, a lot of junky foods that you probably shouldn't be eating unless you're shopping at Whole Foods. You probably have some, candy snacks. Sometimes, in Russia we have here alcohol, chocolates, different things. So instead of that, if any store where you shop would put a banana, a package of almonds, and an apple, if they would put that at a checkout, then you would go for that. And again, your brain would make those decisions just because those things are there, not some junk, but some fruit. So that again is an example of nudges. Another example of nudges can be if you're at a restaurant or any place where you can eat out, and in front of you, instead of maybe bread basket, again, you have some vegetables with maybe some vegetable sticks, maybe some celery and carrot sticks with guacamole or something like that. If instead of bread basket that you, by the way, can always ask for, they would put that on the table and offer you that first, that again is an example of nudge, and that again will make your brain to make that kind of choice. And when it comes to food in general, guys, people are really mindless. We are mindless unless you are someone like me who works in that and you're really conscious about food choices. In other cases, most people are very mindless about food, meaning whatever you put in front of a person, they would eat that without a second thought. That's why a lot of people struggle with eating, because most of the foods that is offered by default is not good for you. It's some snack with a lot of, processed stuff, with a lot of sugars, with a lot of processed fats, additives, preservatives, God knows what. But that's what is offered by default, that you're on a plane, and a lot of times what is offered are some crackers, best case scenario, peanuts. That's why people eat so poorly while traveling, because most of the food that is offered is unhealthy, not because people really struggle with choosing healthy foods. If, like in Thailand, for example, where I spent 3 years of my life, at the airport, you would see food stalls or juice places everywhere. That's what you go for when you see it everywhere around you. People are not inherently people are not unhealthy eaters. It just we eat what we see, and what we see these days is not something that is good for us. And that's what the science of nudges is all about. Today, I want to give you some practical tips how you can help yourself to make better choices, better healthy eating choices by designing your nudges. So as we talked about fruit bowl, the same goes for designing your fridge or your kitchen. Put pictures of vegetables and fruits instead of, pizza and burgers like a lot of people would have in their kitchen. Instead of having bread somewhere in the middle of your kitchen or in the middle of your table or bread basket, put, again, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds there. Take out of your house all of the snack foods and get them whenever you are out and you feel the urge to eat it. And believe me, that's going to happen less and less often if everything you see in your house and in the places where you spend the most time are going to be healthy foods. So if you are at work in the office and you have a lot of unhealthy snacks there, then talk to someone who deals with designing those, snack options or food in your office, and talk about health benefits and how people want to eat better because they want to feel better, and how if you bring more healthier choices, people would go for them, and you just, put other stuff away, like somewhere hidden, maybe in a cupboard. Everyone will know where it is, but the healthier stuff will be out there. Again, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, some whole grain crackers, something like that. So design your home food environment with the foods that you actually want to choose to eat. And for example, in your fridge, if you have other stuff, less healthy stuff, put the stuff that is healthier that you want to eat more of, like, for example, again, vegetables or lean proteins or eggs, something that you would want to eat more. Put it somewhere in front of you. So when you open the fridge, that's what stares at you, not some, frozen dinners, cakes or pizzas. So, and even if you have roommates or families, talk to them. And everyone will benefit from eating healthier. So don't throw away stuff if you have other people and people want to keep it there. But design your fridge so the first thing that people see are those healthier choices. Another nudge. Information. We humans are influenced by information a lot. So whenever you can, don't read menus of all the snacks that you're gonna miss when you're on a diet or something like that. Instead, read all the information about different healthy habits, like why eating oranges is good for you, why eating broccoli is great for you, how you can cook really amazing, delicious salmon with some vegetables. Read about some workouts, read how exercise on a daily basis or healthy sleep is good for you. Read all that kind of information every single day. Or whenever you are tempted to do something or eat something unhealthy, read more of the healthy stuff. And your brain will start thinking about that, and you're going to be automatically more motivated to make better for you choices. So information, expose yourself as much as possible to good for you information. Peer pressure, the next nudge. Get around people who do the things that you want to do more of. So if you want to exercise more, if you want to be fitter, if you want to eat healthier, go to a healthy place, like some whole food cafe or something like that, and talk to someone who's alone, who seems like they might have time to chat and talk about their eating habits. People love talking about themselves. So ask them why they choose this food, how they manage to eat healthier. Just start a conversation. People love talking. Just don't be weird about that, and you're just gonna make new healthy friends. Go to the gym. ask someone who seems to be really fit and into that for advice on exercise, and then ask them more and get in touch with them, and maybe ask if you could join them for a couple of workouts to see what they do and get better. When you compliment people and want to learn from them, people would really love to help you, because that's what we naturally do as people. We help others. We like to teach. We like to be more of a authority figure, or coach or teacher. We like share what we learn, what we think we're good at. So peer pressure, get around people who are healthy, who are fit, who are committed to their healthy lifestyle, and being more around those kind of people will automatically put your brain into the state to make better for you choices as well. And then the last one, priming. So priming is all about making the first choice that's going to condition you making better choices. What that means is, do you know why people who eat breakfast and exercise in the morning tend to be healthier than the rest of the people? You see, it has nothing to do with the actual benefits of the workouts or eating breakfast in the morning. It has nothing to do with that. What it does have to do with is what you do first thing in your day gonna condition your thinking in the same direction. So if every morning first thing you do is you exercise, your brain starts thinking that you are that healthy person who cares about their fitness, who cares about their health. And because you start the day so perfectly, so well, your brain wants to continue that. Your brain is that machine that always wants to do the same and have some kind of congruency or holistic identity. So if you do exercise, your brain starts to think, okay, if I exercise, it means that I care about my health. It means that I probably do not want to eat junk later that day. The same about breakfast. If you eat something super healthy for breakfast, it's not that it's gonna give you all the nutrition that will help you to think better, make better choices. That too, but also it will condition your brain again to think about healthy foods, like what other healthy options I have, what healthy thing I can have for the lunch, for dinner. And if I make these healthy choices, then I probably also want to exercise and move more and sleep better and da. So the first thing you do gonna create this momentum that's gonna help you by default, without any conscious thinking or willpower, make better choices. So do more of the things that you want to do first thing in your day, and the rest of the day gonna be much more likely to continue be that good. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't want to do anything, I just maybe want to eat ice cream and fuck that all. But then I'm like, no, Angela, that it's not what you really want to do. That's not how you want to feel. So, and I tell myself, exercise, have a cup of coffee. I usually have my water, of course, but drink your water, exercise, take a cold shower, go for a short walk, and then you can decide what you do. And guys what? Not even a single time after I did my morning routine, I went for a walk, I drank my water, I took a shower, I did some exercise. Not even once I wanted to eat that ice cream, because I've already started doing that thing, and it just seems logical to continue, and I just felt in a much better state. So to recap today's episode, and to help you to build new habits, new healthy habits effortlessly, remember this word, nudges, elements of design of your environment that you're gonna create that help you by default, without too much thinking or willpower or any of that, will help you to make better choices. Those are nudges. So reorganize your eating places, maybe change where you go for lunch, go for places where you see on a display more healthy foods, more salads, more vegetables, more healthy fish, etc. So expose your brain to those visual stimuli as much as possible. Information. Read as much as possible about healthy food, healthy recipes, health information, healthy habits. Read. That's what you should be, browsing internet for. I don't know, on your Instagram, sign up for, follow some accounts that post a lot of healthy foods, a lot of fitness pictures, information. Peer pressure. Get around people who eat healthy, who live healthy, who exercise. That will pressure you into being your best self. Priming. The first thing you do going to help you to do more of the same thing. That's why people who have healthier breakfast, who exercise first thing in the morning, tend to be healthier people, because they condition their days to continue be healthier and make better choices. So hope this helps you guys, and it will help you if you actually do something about it and you take actions. You reorganize places where you see food and exposed to foods, information, peer pressure, priming, doing the thing first that you want to do more of. So do that this week and let me know how you did. Shoot me email, contact me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'd love to hear your story, how you tried at least one thing. So guys, at least choose one thing and try it for a week. If you have troubles or if you have doubts about how to design your own nudges, always, again, feel free to reach out on any of my social media, my email, and I'll help you to design the best nudges for you, for your specific situation. There is always a way if you're committed, and I'm totally convinced in that. That being said, I'll let you go to crush your week, to get after it, to have an awesome day, an awesome week, an awesome morning. And again, design some nudges, do something about it to help your brain to save energy, at the same time helping you to be the best of you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you a lot and want you to be the healthiest, fittest, most awesome you can possibly be. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.